What if I told you that the advice most seniors receive for poor leg circulation might be incomplete, and in some cases, even working against you? That despite your best efforts, something critical has been missing this whole time. If your legs feel heavy, your feet stay cold, or swelling shows up by the end of the day, your body may be trying to tell you something important. Poor leg circulation isn't just uncomfortable. It's often the earliest warning sign that blood isn't returning efficiently from your lower body back to your heart. That can affect balance, energy, healing, and even independence. Yet many seniors are told the same simple solution over and over again, without anyone explaining why it doesn't always work. So you keep trying, hoping one day it will finally click. But what if circulation after 60 doesn't respond to effort alone? What if it responds to something far more specific, something tied to how certain muscles communicate with your veins? Researchers studying aging and mobility have uncovered a key insight. When the wrong systems are activated, blood pools in the legs. When the right ones are activated, circulation can improve faster than most people expect. You may have noticed the signs already. Shoes fitting tighter by evening, ankles leaving marks in your socks, a slight unsteadiness when standing up too quickly. These aren't random changes. They're clues, and once you understand what they point to, everything starts to make sense. In this video, you will discover 5 powerful circulation-supporting exercises, ranked from least to most surprising. Stay with this until the end, because exercise number 2 has been shown to dramatically improve blood return from the legs, reduce swelling, and help many seniors feel steadier on their feet in a short amount of time. Before we get into it, can you do us a quick favor? Like this video and subscribe to join our healthy community. Also type yes in the comments section now so we can see how many of you are interested in this type of video. All right, let's get started. Movement number 5, ankle pumps, waking up the second heart. Ankle pumps may look almost too simple to make a difference. You're seated, barely moving, just lifting your toes and heels. No sweat, no strain. And because of that, many seniors dismiss this movement entirely. But inside your lower legs, something very powerful is happening. Something that directly affects how well blood moves back to your heart. To understand why ankle pumps matter, you need to understand the role of your calf muscles. Deep inside the lower leg are large veins responsible for pushing blood upward against gravity. Unlike your heart, these veins don't have strong pressure behind them. They rely on muscle contractions to do their job. Every time your calf muscles tighten, they squeeze these veins and propel blood upward. This is why medical professionals often refer to the calves as the body's second heart. As we age, this pumping system becomes less efficient. Muscle mass declines, ankle mobility stiffens, and many people spend more time sitting. The result? Blood begins to pool in the lower legs. This leads to swelling around the ankles, heaviness in the feet, sock marks at the end of the day, and that familiar feeling of tired, unstable legs. Over time, poor blood return can also slow healing, increase fall risk, and worsen vein-related issues. Ankle pumps directly target this problem without requiring you to stand, walk, or put stress on your joints. Each up and down motion activates the calf muscles in a controlled, rhythmic way. This repeated squeezing action improves venous return, reduces fluid buildup, and helps re-educate the veins to move blood efficiently again. For seniors with balance issues, joint pain, or limited endurance, this makes ankle pumps especially valuable. This isn't just theory. A 2020 study published in Annals of Vascular Surgery examined adults over the age of 65 who performed seated ankle pumps multiple times per day. The researchers found a significant reduction in lower leg swelling and improved circulation markers, even though participants did not increase walking or standing time. The key factor wasn't intensity, it was frequency and consistency. Regular activation of the calf pump was enough to create measurable improvements. Another major advantage of ankle pumps is accessibility. You can do them while watching TV, reading, eating, or even during long car rides. This makes them ideal for preventing blood pooling during prolonged sitting, which is when circulation problems often worsen. Here's how to do them correctly. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and your back supported. Slowly lift your toes upward while keeping your heels pressed into the ground. Then reverse the movement by pressing your toes down and lifting your heels. Move through a comfortable range, no forcing, no bouncing. Aim for 20 to 30 repetitions, perform 2 to 3 times per day. The most important thing to remember is this: consistency matters far more than intensity. You don't need to move fast or push hard. What your circulation needs is repeated, daily reminders for the calf muscles to do their job. When practiced regularly, ankle pumps can quietly restore one of the most overlooked systems, keeping your legs healthy, lighter, and more stable as you age. Movement number 4, seated leg lifts, restoring thigh power. Seated leg lifts may look basic, almost too gentle to matter. You're sitting down, lifting one leg at a time, without breaking a sweat. But this movement activates a set of muscles that often become severely underused after the age of 60, especially in people who believe walking alone is enough to stay strong and maintain circulation. The key muscles involved here are the quadriceps and the hip flexors. These large muscles in the front of the thighs play a critical role in both movement and blood flow. Running alongside them are some of the largest veins in the lower body. When the thigh muscles contract, they compress these veins and assist in pushing blood upward toward the heart. This process works hand in hand with the calf pump you learned about earlier. Together, they create a powerful circulation system that keeps blood from pooling in the legs. As we age, several things begin to change. Step length shortens, hip mobility decreases. Many seniors unconsciously shuffle rather than fully lift their legs while walking. Over time, this means the quadriceps and hip flexors are no longer being challenged enough to stay strong. When these muscles weaken, they lose their ability to assist venous return. Blood moves more slowly out of the legs, contributing to fatigue, heaviness, reduced endurance, and difficulty with everyday tasks like standing up from a chair or climbing stairs. Seated leg lifts directly reverse this process in a safe and controlled way. By lifting the leg against gravity while seated, you're asking the thigh muscles to fully engage, something that casual walking often fails to do after 60. This targeted activation restores strength, improves neuromuscular communication, and reawakens the circulation and supporting role of the upper legs without placing stress on the knees, hips, or lower back. The benefits go beyond circulation alone. A 2024 study published in Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation followed adults over the age of 60 who incorporated seated leg lifts into their daily routines. The researchers observed improvements in walking speed, better stair climbing ability, and noticeable increases in daily energy levels. Participants reported feeling more stable on their feet and less fatigued during normal activities. These changes occurred without high-intensity exercise, highlighting how effective targeted muscle activation can be for older adults. Another important advantage of seated leg lifts is posture and core involvement. Sitting tall while lifting the leg forces your core muscles to engage to keep you balanced. This improves trunk stability, which is essential for fall prevention. Over time, this improved coordination between the core and legs translates into smoother, more confident movement when standing and walking. To perform seated leg lifts correctly, sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back supported and feet flat on the floor. Engage your core gently and slowly, lift one leg until it's straight or as high as comfortable. Hold the position for 2 seconds, feeling the thigh muscles working. Then lower the legs slowly with control. Avoid swinging or using momentum. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per leg. As with circulation training, consistency matters more than force. These controlled, deliberate movements send a powerful signal to your body. Your legs are still meant to be strong, responsive, and supportive. Over time, seated leg lifts can help restore thigh power, improve circulation efficiency, and make everyday movement feel easier and safer again. Movement number 3, calf pump walk. Strength plus balance. Walking is often praised as the gold standard for healthy aging. And while walking is certainly beneficial, it has an important limitation, especially after 60. Most walking patterns become shorter, slower, and flatter with age. The calves barely lift the body, and the ankles rarely move through a full range of motion. As a result, the calf muscles stop responding quickly and powerfully when they're needed most, such as during a sudden slip, stumble, or loss of balance. This matters because the calves play a dual role. They are not only central to circulation, acting as the second heart, but they are also essential for balance and stability. When the calves are weak or slow to activate, blood return from the legs decreases, and your ability to correct yourself during an unexpected movement declines. This is one reason. Many seniors feel steady while walking straight ahead but unstable when turning, stepping off a curb, or catching themselves after a misstep. The calf pump walk addresses both issues at once by changing how the calves are trained. Instead of repetitive, passive steps, this movement teaches the calves to contract slowly, hold tension, and then lower under control. This pattern strengthens the muscles, improves balance, and dramatically enhances their ability to push blood upward against gravity. By rising onto your toes and pausing briefly, you force the calf muscles to fully engage. The pause increases time under tension, which is critical for strength development and vein compression. Lowering slowly trains control and stability, teaching the muscles and nervous system to work together. This combination mimics real-life situations where balance is often regained through controlled, deliberate muscle activation rather than quick, uncontrolled movements. Research supports the importance of calf strength in aging. The National Institute on Aging has identified calf muscle strength as a key predictor of independence and fall prevention in older adults. Strong, responsive calves are closely linked to better balance, safer walking patterns, and a reduced risk of falls. When calves are trained to activate properly, seniors are better able to stabilize themselves during everyday challenges like uneven ground or sudden changes in direction. Beyond balance, this movement significantly supports circulation. Each slow rise and controlled lowering compresses the deep veins in the lower legs, improving venous return. Over time, this helps reduce swelling, heaviness, and fatigue in the legs. Many people notice that their legs feel lighter and more responsive after just a few weeks of consistent practice. To perform the calf pump walk correctly, stand near a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall for support. Place your feet hip-width apart. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground in a controlled motion. Once at the top, hold for 2 to 3 seconds while maintaining steady posture. Then lower your heels slowly over 3 seconds until they touch the floor again. Avoid rushing or bouncing. The goal is control, not speed. Start with 10 repetitions and gradually work your way up to 25 as strength and confidence improve. Focus on smooth, steady breathing and upright posture throughout the movement. If balance is a concern, keep one or both hands lightly supported. What makes this movement so effective is its simplicity combined with precision. You're not just strengthening muscles, you're retraining how your calves respond under load and how your body maintains balance. Over time, this leads to improved circulation, greater stability, and increased confidence in daily movement. For many seniors, this single adjustment transforms walking from a passive activity into a powerful tool for strength, balance, and independence. Movement number 2, single leg balance, the hidden vital sign. Standing on one leg may seem almost trivial, but after the age of 60, it becomes one of the most revealing indicators of overall health. This movement is not just balance. It reflects how well your muscles, nerves, joints, and circulation are working together. In fact, researchers increasingly refer to single-leg balance as a hidden vital sign because it predicts far more than most people realize. When you stand on one leg, your body is forced into sustained muscle activation. The calf muscles, ankle stabilizers, thigh muscles, and deep core all switch on at the same time and stay engaged. Unlike walking, where muscle contractions are brief and repetitive, single-leg balance keeps these muscles active continuously. This prolonged activation keeps the calf pump working longer, pushing blood upward from the legs toward the heart more effectively than walking ever can. This matters enormously for circulation. Poor leg circulation is often not a problem of movement quantity, but movement quality. Walking steps are short and automatic for many seniors, which limits how long the muscles stay contracted. Single-leg balance changes that entirely. Blood flow improves because veins are compressed for longer periods, preventing blood from pooling in the lower legs. This is why many people notice less ankle swelling and a lighter feeling in the legs when balance training becomes part of their routine. But circulation is only part of the story. Balance ability is one of the strongest predictors of fall risk and mobility decline. A landmark 2022 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed adults aged 51 to 75 and found that those who could not hold a single leg balance for at least 10 seconds had a significantly higher risk of mortality over the following years. The researchers concluded that balance is a powerful marker of neuromuscular health, cardiovascular function, and overall resilience as we age. From a practical standpoint, single-leg balance retrains your nervous system. Every small adjustment you make at the ankle, knee, hip, or core teaches your brain how to react faster and more precisely. This improves reflexes and coordination, which are critical during real-world situations like tripping on a rug, stepping off a curb, or turning quickly. The goal isn't perfection, it's responsiveness. Another key benefit is confidence. Many seniors begin to limit movement because they fear falling. That fear leads to less activity, weaker muscles, poorer circulation, and even greater fall risk. Single-leg balance helps reverse this cycle. As your stability improves, so does your trust in your body. Everyday movements feel safer again. To perform this movement correctly, stand near a chair, counter, or wall so you can grab support if needed. Shift your weight onto one leg and lift the opposite foot slightly off the floor. It doesn't need to be high. Keep your posture upright and your gaze forward. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds while breathing normally. Then switch legs. Repeat twice per leg. If this feels challenging at first, that's a good sign. It means the movement is addressing a real weakness. Over time, your hold will become steadier and more comfortable. What makes single-leg balance so powerful is that it trains circulation, strength, coordination, and confidence all at once. For many seniors, improving this one vital sign can dramatically reduce fall risk and help preserve independence for years to come. Movement number 1. Standing calf pump hold, the gold standard. If there is one movement that stands above the rest for improving leg circulation after 60, this is it. The standing calf pump hold is considered the gold standard in vascular rehabilitation programs around the world, and for good reason. It directly targets the most important mechanical problem behind poor leg circulation: weak venous return against gravity. When you stand upright, blood in your legs must travel upward, fighting gravity to return to the heart. In younger adults, strong and responsive calf muscles handle this task efficiently. But with age, calf strength declines, reaction time slows, and muscles are often no longer held under tension long enough to do their job. Walking alone doesn't solve this, because each step produces only a brief calf contraction, too short to fully compress the deep veins and push blood upward effectively. The standing calf pump hold changes everything by extending the contraction. When you rise onto your toes and hold the position, the calf muscles remain fully engaged for several seconds. This sustained pressure squeezes the veins continuously, creating a strong upward push of blood. In vascular therapy, this prolonged engagement is critical. It allows the muscle pump to overcome gravity and compensate for weakened vein valves, something walking simply cannot do. This is why the hold matters more than the movement itself. Many people rush through calf raises without realizing they're missing the most powerful part. The real benefit comes from maintaining tension. That's when circulation improves, swelling decreases, and endurance begins to return. Clinical research strongly supports this approach. A 2022 review published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy analyzed multiple studies on calf pump training in older adults. The review reported significant reductions in lower leg swelling, meaningful improvements in walking endurance, and increased balance confidence in seniors who perform standing calf pump holds consistently. Notably, these improvements occurred even in individuals who were previously sedentary or dealing with chronic circulation issues. Beyond circulation, this movement delivers major balance benefits. Holding a calf raise challenges your ankle stability, foot strength, and postural control. These are exactly the systems required to prevent falls. Over time, the nervous system learns to stabilize the body more efficiently, which translates into safer walking, stronger push-off during steps, and greater confidence when standing or moving on uneven surfaces. Another often overlooked benefit is fatigue resistance. Many seniors feel leg exhaustion after short periods of standing. By strengthening the calf pump through sustained holds, the muscles become more efficient at returning blood and clearing metabolic waste. This means less heaviness, less aching, and better tolerance for daily activities like cooking, shopping, or standing in line. To perform the standing calf pump hold correctly, stand with your feet hip-width apart near a chair, wall, or counter for support. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet until your heels lift off the ground. Once at the top, hold the position for 3 to 5 seconds while keeping your posture tall and steady. Then lower your heels slowly and with control. Avoid bouncing or dropping down quickly. Start with 8 repetitions and gradually build up to 20 as strength improves. Quality matters more than quantity. Focus on the hold. That's where the power is. For many seniors, this single movement becomes a turning point. When practiced consistently, the standing calf pump hold restores one of the body's most essential circulation mechanisms, improves balance, and helps legs feel stronger, lighter, and more reliable again. To wrap things up, poor leg circulation isn't just an inconvenience. It's often the first domino in a chain that leads to swelling, slower healing, loss of balance, falls, and reduced independence. And too often, these changes are accepted as normal aging, when in reality, they don't have to be. But this video isn't about fear, it's about preparation and control. Most decline after 60 isn't caused by age itself. It's caused by underuse. When key muscles stop doing their job, circulation suffers, confidence drops, and everyday movement becomes harder than it should be. The good news is that you don't need to become an athlete or invest in fancy equipment. You simply need movements that work with your biology, not against it. You've just learned 5 science-backed movements that do what walking alone can't. Reactivating your second heart, restoring blood flow, and protecting your balance, which is the foundation of long-term freedom. Start small, stay consistent. Even one movement done daily can lead to warmer feet, steadier steps, and a stronger future. Thanks for being here and taking the time to learn how to take better care of yourself. And if you want to keep going, we've got more content lined up to help you look and feel your best. Click on one of the videos on screen and we'll see you there.